Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, I have a huge smile on my face because we finally have the EM1 here in the shop and it looks so good. I'm so happy, guys. If you have not seen my last video, check it out. I bring the car home and go into a little bit more details. So today we're actually going to be moving the Evo. I'm going to put the EM1 on the lift and we're going to go over the car one more time. I'm going to talk about a few things that I need as well because it's really more than just the fuel system, motor, and transmission. I do have a lot of little things that need to be done as well. So I'm slowly creating a list because this stuff literally adds up. I still have to get the 16-volt battery. I have tons of like tiny little things that I have to get, but the major things are the engine, transmission, and fuel system. I will most likely be going with FCS for my fuel system. They make amazing products, and I know they sell a fuel kit that can really go right here in the front, so I can literally just fill it up right here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do one right over here. That's what I'm leaning towards, so we'll see. I have not really done much research yet, so I'm not 100% sure which I'm gonna be going with, but guys, this car looks so good. I'm so happy. Even though the fenders look a little dry and it looks kind of ugly because this is fiberglass front end, but I can just see it already. Once I get the whole entire front painted the same color, it's going to look so good. So I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with the cage, guys. I really think I want to do it black, but then a part of me is like, no, do something that stands out. But I don't know, I'm not really a flashy person. Let me know what you think I should paint the roll cage. If this was your car, what color would you paint it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna be reading them to check them out so I can see if I can get some ideas, because right now the only thing I can think of is just do it black, but I know if I do that, it's not gonna stand out at all, which I really do want it to stand out. I have seen people wrap these with like a carbon fiber wrap, which I think will look really awesome, but there's just so many bars in here to wrap. That would not be fun and would definitely take up a lot of time. I like my cars pretty simple. Like as you guys can see with the Evo, I have it red and black, and that's my theme, red and black. I will probably be changing these wheels out to like TE37s or something different, but I will be getting carbon side skirts, eventually maybe a carbon hood, carbon trunk for the Evo to lose some weight. But other than that, that's going to be the setup for this car. I'm not really doing anything crazy or adding some different colors. Even in the interior, I pretty much kept it pretty neutral. I love the way this interior looks. I got the race equipped seatbelts to kind of match. I've got a dark gray NRG harness bar that I installed. Don't even pay attention to that. I had a radio and I was doing an install video for this, but so many things happened and now I don't even have a battery to finish the install. So I will release that install video as soon as I get the car back running, because it's literally ready to go. I have the radio sitting over there. I just got to connect a few wires, but the SSL packager is a little bit different whenever you are installing an aftermarket radio, and I really couldn't find many videos on it and I had some trouble. So I'm going to be making a thorough video going over the radio and how to install it step by step. It's actually super simple, but there's just some things that you're going to need that I couldn't find anywhere on any forum. No one mentioned it for some reason. It was super weird. I'm going to try to get the rear sub to work as well. I actually have that over here with all this other junk. I really want to get that back in the trunk just to get some nice jams going on, because Civic's not going to have any kind of music. So I do have the speaker still that I'm supposed to install. So we'll eventually get that running and wire it up in the trunk. This is literally like a plug and play. You plug it in and it should be good to go. So I'm excited for that eventually. But huge updates on this. You guys saw all of the Manly parts. I shipped everything to JBR Engines, so he does have all of the parts for the Evo. He's putting together the engine at the moment, so I'm hoping when we get the engine out of the Civic, we can go ahead and drop this one off and pick up the Evo motor. That is my goal. So that way when this engine is getting built, I can worry about the Evo and get this one squared away. It's crazy. I never in my life would I have thought I'd be building 2 cars at once. That was never the plan. This car was supposed to be my fun car until this one was finished. Obviously I want to keep the Evo. I don't plan on getting rid of this anytime soon at all until I'm tired of it, which I only got a taste of it. I didn't even get to drive it that much, so I'm not tired of it yet, even though it is digging in my bank account, which I was not planning. But it is what it is. I'm excited to have this build part of the channel. We're gonna get to moving on this very soon, I promise. I know I mentioned it a lot of my videos and you guys don't really see much progress, but once the engine is back, I can go ahead and put it in and we can start tucking tons of stuff. I actually have my friend Devi who's going to be creating an AC tuck kit for this car. I do want to keep the Evo a street-friendly car. I want to have AC. That's number one because I live in Florida and it is extremely hot. So I want to keep the AC, but I definitely want to tuck it and clean it up as much as I can. So Devi actually creates a super awesome kit. I'm going to have to run a custom condenser and all of this stuff But he's got everything squared away. He's just waiting on me to put the motor in. So we can go ahead and move on with that part of the build, because I haven't mentioned this to you guys yet, but I am planning to run a forward-facing manifold kit for the Evo. Love the way it looks. I was thinking about keeping it in the factory location just so I don't have to change the radiator and tons of other parts that I have to worry about now. But I'm like, guys, I am so in love with the forward-facing kits and how they look, so I decided to run that on the Evo. So you guys do know I do have the 6266 that was previously for the Civic, but now I have a 6870 on that car, and the 6266 will be going on the Evo. So I think this is going to be a really fun street car. I'm going to have so much fun with it. I am going to take it to the track just to have some fun, even though this is the main track car. I want to see what the Evo can do, but my overall goal is just to have fun, drive around, and maybe make this my daily again. I don't know. I don't think Evos are a great daily because it will leave you stranded. But no, I don't want to talk too bad about the cars. I absolutely love it. This is a whole nother platform that I'm still new to. I'm so used to the Honda platform, which is super easy, especially with this car. The Civic's going to be so easy to take apart. I have a nice engine harness that has a quick disconnect, so this should take somewhere around an hour to get the motor out. It will be so easy versus the Evo. The Evo has a subframe that normally has to be dropped when you remove the motor, which is why we ended up removing the engine with an engine hoist to take it out from the top, so that way we didn't have to remove the subframe and all of that. It's crazy. So here goes the interior, guys. I still have my cluster that I have to put back together. I really would like to run a carbon dash. I think it would look so much cleaner because it literally takes away all the vents, takes away everything. And again, it's carbon fiber, so it's extremely light. But I don't know, I kind of love the way the stock interior looks, even though this car obviously will never be back to a stock normal street car again. I think for now I'm gonna keep it like this, and then maybe in the future we'll upgrade and go to a carbon dash. But for right now, I have to spend the money elsewhere. But that's just something that I would like planned for the future. As we move towards the back, you guys will see that I no longer have the CCC wing on, and that's because the car is gonna go to paint. Here you can see the marks from the previous OEM wing that was on the car. These holes need to get covered up, and obviously this stuff has to come off. But Brian actually wants to paint the whole entire car. I really just want the front end done and the inside, but he's like, no, I want to go ahead and do the whole entire car, do it the right way. So I'm gonna let him do his thing. I trust him. He painted the whole entire Evo, did a great job on that, so I know he's gonna kill it even harder on this. Here we have the front end again. I am just so obsessed with this, guys. This weight plate is strong. I can literally move the whole entire car with just this. I can step on this. This thing is seriously built tough. Jonah did an amazing job with that, and I'm loving the quick latches as well. Obviously the car needed them, so I went with the quick latch versus like the Aero Catch ones. The Aero Catch ones are like huge, like this big, and the quick latch is just so much nicer and convenient. You just press a button and that's it. And it's also easier to install. So he actually had to make like a custom tab right here to close the hood. Did such a good job. And this manifold, man, this manifold is so nice. Gato makes some amazing products. This is the billet manifold that I went with, center feed, as you guys can see, with a Ross machine throttle body. We have the vibrant clamps, which, guys, I love this. I love this, I love this, I love this. If you guys have the extra money, go with the vibrant performance clamps. You can literally remove this off of your car with no tools at the track. Couplers come off and all this stuff, and you can have boost leak and things like that. You can avoid it with these clamps, and they're made to be flexible, as you guys can see. You guys see me remove this several different times in my videos. You literally just press that little button here and you pull it and they come apart. I have a total of 4 clamps. We've got one on the turbo side, one to the intercooler, and then we have another one on the intercooler, and then the other to the throttle body. Also, guys, these pie cuts are beautiful. Look at those welds. Jonah does such a great job, guys. I know it took a while, but Jonah is literally a perfectionist and an amazing welder. Look at those welds. Every single weld on this car is perfect. I couldn't be any more happier with the outcome. And here we also have the CSF drag radiator. A lot of cars run these. CSF makes amazing radiators. I haven't even installed a fan or anything like that, but kind of pointless because we have to remove all this stuff now. Many people already know this, but I've repeated this several times. You should never go with the motor that you are going to be racing with when you're getting fab work done. Anything could happen. You could get a little bit of metal shavings in the motor, and tons of stuff could go wrong. So it's just ideal to go with a dummy motor to mock everything up, and then afterwards you put the real motor in the car. I know I'm gonna get that question again. Why is this not the motor that I'm gonna be racing with? And there goes your answers. There's tons of work to still be done. I have to change literally every single bolt on this car. Everything is rusty. I gave him this car the way it was when I bought it. Like, these motor mounts are original. I probably should have upgraded those, but I think what I'm gonna do is upgrade the bushing in the inside and then just change the hardware, and I'm probably gonna get these coated really nice. So other than that, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not really gonna go with Hasport's newer version because these mounts actually work fine. There's not really a problem, but I may just go with a more stiffer version now that I have a crazy setup now. I also have the wiper cowl that I'm missing. I plan to put a carbon fiber wiper cowl. I know Prianto sells one, so maybe I'll go with that one. There's a few people who make them and they look really good. Obviously, I'll never need windshield wipers because this car won't be a street car. So I definitely want to eliminate the windshield motor and all of that, and then go ahead and just put the carbon wiper cowl. I think it'll look really, really good. Here you have it, guys. If y'all have any additional questions, let me know in the comments below. I try to answer a lot of major questions that I get all the time in these videos, but I don't know if I've missed anything. And if there's a specific video that you want me to do regarding the build or the car, the setup, anything like that, let me know in the comments below and I'll consider making it. The plan for this week is to go ahead and start tearing everything apart, get this motor out, get the transmission out, so we can go ahead and start building those two. While that is getting done, I want to get all this stuff coated, get the tubular front coated, get the weight plate coated, probably black. Everything is pretty much raw right now, and you don't want to leave it like this because it'll all eventually get rusty. So I got to get all this stuff coated, and the piping as well. I don't want to leave this aluminum. I want to get it like coated black to look nice, because aluminum you have to maintain, and you see already it looks kind of cloudy. It's just impossible to keep this nice and shiny, so I'd much rather just go with a black coating. I'm still thinking about ceramic coating the turbo manifold and the up pipes. With ceramic coating, it helps resist heat. I'm gonna show you guys Kevin's car because he actually has his done. See, on Kevin's car, he got his manifold ceramic coated and it looks really, really good. I'm going for the same kind of theme. I want my whole engine bay like blacked out like how his is. This header is like 10 times cooler now that he got it coated. And when he turns the car off, it takes not even 5 minutes for this header to cool down. You can literally touch it within a minute of it being off and it's already cooled down. So that is a benefit of ceramic coating. That's why I'm considering doing it on my car, so I can control the temperature and not really have to worry about too much heat. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the raw look, but as this gets hot, it's just gonna start getting a nasty, ugly color. This is all new, never been used, car hasn't been turned on. So this is how it looks right now, and it looks really good. But the more I drive this car, this whole thing is gonna change colors. So that's why I'm thinking about going ahead and ceramic coating it as well. This Evo's a tank, and we don't feel like moving it. And I still have to do a video on the coilovers that I have from Track 1. So I kicked Kevin off of his lift, and we put the Integra right here because he's not doing much work that's going to require the lift. So I'm going to be occupying both lifts for the next week. Just need to get this video done with the coilovers, and then we'll go ahead and start tearing this one apart. And he has so much space on this side where I can put my parts. This side's a freaking mess. This is literally all of my stuff. The Evo's transmission. I've got the valve covers that I'm going to be using on the Civic. I got to get that powder coated. This bucket is full of Evo parts. I just have a messy section where his section is very nice. Promise I'm very clean at home though. Right? On the lift for the first time in the shop. This is actually the first time I brought the car to the shop. Last time I had the car in my hands, this was actually in our home garage where I worked on it on the floor, as you guys can see in many videos. So this is really life-changing. I'm just so happy, and it's crazy to see both of my cars. It's gonna be nice the day that I have both of them running, and that day's coming very soon. I'm really happy for that. It's just amazing to just see this all together. It's really hard to believe that this is my car. I went to so many races and I've always dreamed of this setup, and now I have it, and it's just so awesome. Tons of work to do, but I'm happy. It's in my hands now and I can move at my pace. I want to do as much stuff as I can before I send it to the painter, because obviously that's going to slow me down a little bit. He's planning to have the car for about a month, since he's going to be doing the roll cage and the whole entire outside. So that's going to take some time. I'm hoping he can literally turn around within a month, because I don't want to lose any more time on this car. But it's going to be a fun journey. I'm happy. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Thank you for watching my videos. So we're going to have tons of videos coming with the Civic, and the next one for the Evo will most likely be installing these coilovers. So be on the lookout for that one up until we get the motor. When we get the motor, we're going to put everything back, and I have tons of cleaning to do with this bay. This wiring is a mess, so I want to clean everything up really nice, locate the battery to the trunk, and do tons of other stuff. So This car is gonna be really fun once it's done. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. This video was me welcoming the EM1 to the shop and kind of just going over the car with you guys again. Still so much to do, but I'm just happy to have it back home, and she is happy to have her own lift. This is gonna make life so much easier. I have to remove the fuel tank because I still have the OEM fuel tank, and it's actually full of gas because I literally filled it up before I even tore it apart. We have tons of stuff to do to this car, so it's gonna be an amazing month. I'm looking forward to it, and my goal is to have this car running by October for FL2K. I work that event every year, and I really want to premiere the car there, have it there for you guys to see it, and hopefully by that time I'll be ready to race. So we'll see. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be working on this one, and we will also be installing coilovers on the Evo. I'll see you guys in the next video.